Okay, forgive me. I forgot to do the book summary of Prisoner B-3087. So let's do the book summary. Survive at any cost. 10 concentration camps, 10 different places where you are starved, tortured, and worked mercilessly. It's something no one could imagine surviving. But it is what Yannick Gruner has to face. As a Jewish boy in the 1930s Poland, Yannick is at the mercy of the Nazis, who have now taken over, and everything he has and everyone he loves have been snatched brutally from him. And then Yannick himself is taken prisoner, his arm marked B-3087. He is forced from one nightmarish concentration camp to another, as World War II rages all around him. He encounters evil he could never have imagined, but also sees surprising glimpses of hope amid the horror. Can Yannick make it through without losing his will to live? And most of all, his sense of who he really is inside, based on an astonishing true story. Alright, so that is that part. Excuse laundry in the background. And then I had AI chat do a summary, which again was very good. This is from by Codeplay. So, Prisoner B-3087 is a historical fiction novel written by Alan Gratz. The book tells the gripping story of a young Jewish boy named Yannick Gruner, based on the real-life experiences of Jack Gruner, a Holocaust survivor. Jack was not his original name. He changed that after he came to the United States. The story is set in Poland during the World War II and follows Yannick's journey through the horrors of the Nazi occupation. At the age of 10, Yannick's life is abruptly disrupted when the Nazis invade his hometown of Krakow, and he and his family are forced into the Krakow ghetto, where they face appalling living conditions, starvation, and constant fear. From the ghetto, Yannick is transported to a series of concentration camps, including Plaszow, Auschwitz, Buchenwald, and Dachau. Throughout his ordeal, Yannick witnesses the brutality and inhumanity of the Nazis, as well as the resilience and strength of his fellow prisoners. He endures forced labor, beatings, deplorable living conditions, and the constant threat of death. Despite the overwhelming odds stacked against him, Yannick refuses to lose hope and clings to his will to survive. He forms fleeting alliances with other prisoners, finds moments of solace and acts of kindness, and relies on his own resourcefulness to stay alive. Prisoner B-3087 is a harrowing account of one boy's struggle to survive the Holocaust, serves as a reminder of the atrocities committed during that dark period of history, while also highlighting the indomitable spirit and courage of those who endured. The book is poignant and powerful portrayal of the human capacity both for cruelty and resilience, and it offers an important perspective on the Holocaust through the eyes of a young survivor. So that's an excellent book summary by Codeplay. It's very interesting. He describes what I didn't say in the other book summary that I did off the top of my head. He met characters that we've seen in movies, like Schindler. He worked for Schindler before Schindler decided to start saving the Jews. He worked for him just prior to that. Trying to see. This was published in 2013. I was just curious when it was published, because it does mention he worked for Schindler. He also saw that infamous Dr. Manglory, or whatever his name was, that was, doing experiments, all kinds of experiments. And he was at the concentration camp in the Schindler's List, where the guy would sit up on his balcony and just randomly shoot Jews. He was there. And so Anyway, and he also did the Death March. He was riding the trains. He describes all of these things, and he describes how he managed to survive, what he and his family did to get through it. And frankly, I don't think I definitely he was young, so he was pretty resilient. So I think he went into the concentration camps when he was 13, and somewhere like 6 years later he got out. So anyway, long story short, I definitely would not survive that long, and I don't think I would make it 3 months under those conditions. But for a young buck, he was pretty resilient. It was very interesting how he did it. So it's a good read. I'm not giving too much away. There's a ton in the book that's interesting. So, all right. God bless.